Hello, this is Cedric with SuperBetterMe.com, and I have a video about, this is part two of my video about psychobabble that hurts people, okay? If you're trying to get better in life, what you don't need is people who are intelligent or people who are church leaders, etc., giving you psychobabble. Now, they're, sometimes they can give you some great advice. They can give you like 95% of what they're telling you is good, but it's 5% of it that's also good, but it might be just misplaced. It's not for you. So you gotta be very, very careful when you're trying to get better with people's psychobabble, you know, and sometimes people just need to understand that, hey, look, I need to give a disclaimer for what I'm saying. I had someone say, a church leader. Again, I loved what he said, but he went to the place that a lot of people go, and again, whether you're Christian or not, you have heard this before, and that is that if people say, this is what the guy was saying. He was saying, people say, well, I'm gonna go to another location, and I'm gonna be better if I could just move away. I'm gonna be better. And the thing that happens is that people will tell them, he said, that the difference is the thing is that even if you move away from what's going on with you right now, with your circumstances, the people around you, etc., you will still be there. So what they're saying is that you need to change yourself. It's not your surroundings. It's not your atmosphere. It's not the people around you. And he even said that directly. He said sometimes people even think that they can change people around them and their life will change. And what he was saying is that that's not true. Okay. And that's a powerful thought, to say, hey, you know what? I am not, because the first video was about when people say that, hey, no one can make you have a bad day. And my point is that that's not true. You need to get people from around you who their life is centered around making your day bad, making your life bad. Okay. But and I went into that in detail and I crushed that. All right. Because people will tell you to stick around people, whether it's your spouse, your church, family members, your job, whatever. They'll say, stick around these people because you have to. No, don't do it. They need to reform their behavior and help you in life, or they need to go. Okay, or to be pushed away, or whatever you need to do. But you need to get better. You need to be a super better you. I need to be a super better me. Okay, and so the other thing is with what we're dealing with here is. The funny thing is, because I walk in the prophetic, God has given me wisdom and knowledge. About a week or so ago, 10 days ago, maybe a week to 10 days ago, I thought in my mind, I was like, man, I just want to drive away, because I was going through a lot of things with my wife. I must admit to you, which I separated from this year. I got back with her this year. Actually, when I separated, I got better, y'all. I got back. I allowed her to come back into the house. The reason why is because I missed my son. He missed me. And so, but it's been really hard because she is still toxic. She still doesn't want to help out. So that's really tough to deal with, when you're a person who is on the upcline. You got a lot of things to battle. And you got to fight your spouse, your roommate at the same time. It's very tough, So anyway, I would just think to myself, man, I just want to keep on driving. Let's drive and just go somewhere else and have a different life, start a different life or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. And I thought to myself, well, would things be better if I was able to do that? And I said to myself, in my life, the things that I want to do in my life, I know that things will get better when I remove certain people and things out of my life. Now, there was kind of like an analogy or parable for what I was going through, actually going to another city, which will be fun and interesting for me, et cetera, et cetera. But the point that people are trying to make is that if you have a different circumstance, if you move out of, maybe it's a city, maybe it's a state, maybe it's, getting a separation or divorce, or getting out of the relationship that you're in, what people are saying is that no, you're not going to change. And I think only you know what's going to happen at that point. There is that big question mark. Am I going to change? Am I really going to do the things that I said I was going to do if I had a different circumstance or whatever, whatever? There's that big question mark, and that was what I was asking myself. But the answer is yes. And actually, I've already been there. I know exactly who I am, and I know the negative things that are hampering me and trying to stop me. This is what Jesus said. Don't be a stumbling block to others. That's in the Bible a whole bunch. Don't be a stumbling block to others. So what does Jesus mean by that? That means that somebody else can cause you to fall. Okay? And we see this all the time in life. Okay? You can be a good person and you can be trying to do the right thing, and somebody else, something that they're doing, something that they're saying, their negative spirit, their negative actions, their negative thoughts, it can bring you down, and you need to get away from those types of people, So people are talking out two sides of their mouth, and two sides of other body parts, because they're just not being realistic. It's psychobabble when they tell you, hey, you know what? If you change jobs, or if you change careers, your life is going to be the same. You're going to still have to work on the same issues that you. Now, I see what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? That can be a very powerful thought. Yeah, you need to get to the core of what's going on with you. That's very true. But there are certain circumstances where you need to change. You need to change your scenery. You need to change your neighborhood. You need to change your friends. You might need to change your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Because these people are very, very toxic. These people are very, very negative. The situation is not good for you. And sometimes you just need to change. You need a plan. That's what you need, is a great plan. And for me, it starts with God. It starts with God. He's been there all my life, and through everything that I've been going through. And so I praise him, and I bless him for that. He's given me knowledge and wisdom, and so if you want a super better you, because I know I want a super better me, um, pay attention to what other people say. Listen to other people. Listen to them, because God gives them wisdom. But also listen to yourself. Okay, have confidence in yourself. Know how much confidence to place in yourself, and know how much confidence to place in others when they give you advice. But just be careful of this psychobabble when people aren't making sense.